everyone, and welcome to the morning tea. I'm your girl, Alex Schiffman, and joining me today for her first Tequila Tuesday is my co-host, Monty Bolanos. Hey, girl.
Yes. Hey, girl. So excited to be here on Tequila Tuesday with you to talk about all the crazy things that happened since I talked to you 24 hours ago.
I know. We talk every hour on the hour because that's just what we do here now. But Monty, I know tequila is your favorite drink. It's your drink of choice. So how excited are you to be here on this special day?
Listen, you guys, I'm keeping it classy or else I put a straw in my Don Julio Blanco bottle. You know what I'm saying? But I'm good. Yeah, Don Julio is my favorite. Remember, I'm just like Kylie Jenner, except she's buying 1942. I'm buying Don Julio Blanco because it's a lot cheaper.
Lot cheaper. It still does the trick, right?
Yeah, but I do love the Don Julio taste. Like if I'm going to pick one tequila, you know, to take to whatever, what is that game like when you're stranded on an island, you get to pick one drink. It would be like water and tequila. That's it.
I just water and tequila. Listen, good. At least you're staying hydrated. You're partying and we're staying hydrated. So you're being healthy while you're at it.
Yeah, you got to balance. You know what I'm saying? You got to balance.
Are you a big Taco Tuesday person? Like, do you love Taco Tuesdays?
Girl, when I was eating all things and not a vegetarian, I loved Taco Tuesday. Not only do I love me some just tacos, like, you know, I'm Latin, so I love tortillas and rice and beans. It's like part of my everyday. But I loved like the margaritas and like going out and like the whole atmosphere of Taco Tuesday. All through college, me and my best gal, actually, all through college, we would meet every Tuesday at El Torito and get our tacos and tequila on.
I love it so much because Taco Tuesday is great because, listen, you get to eat, you get some dinner, and you get it on a small little dime and you're full. And then you also get some, you know, like you said, margaritas while you're at it. It's a celebration. And you know me, I love to celebrate every and any day. So I'm all about it too. And college is where it was at. Pink Taco, which is on Sunset here in LA, does a great Taco Tuesday. So if you're ever in town, T-Tribe, we got a lot of great Taco Tuesdays here. But enough about Taco Tuesday because, of course, T-Tribe members, if you're just joining us, let us know, where are you watching the morning tea from? We know the show goes international, and we love to hear where our viewers are watching from in the chat. So what's up? Tamara's saying, good morning, T-Tribe, at Monty and Alex. Monty, same. I love tequila. I love Patron. Ooh, Tamara, Patron's my favorite.
Y'all, no, Patron is not good. You guys, Patron, give it up to the marketing people because Patron is viewed, it's like Corona beer. If you like Corona beer, I'm so sorry. But Corona beer is also not great, but they market it so well. And like, I will say, Patron won't make me feel sick. So I will drink it if there's no Don Julio over a bunch of other stuff, even though I don't like the way it tastes. But I won't feel like death the next day.
That's true. You know what? My actual favorite, but it's a little pricey, is Casamigos. But it's that same feeling. The next day you're feeling great. You don't like? Not a fan? No? Wow.
The reposado and the añejo in a like margarita for sure. The blanco,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, to me, it doesn't taste like tequila. I think it takes like a weird turn at the end and reminds me of vodka. To be honest, like I can't. I mean, listen, I'll do it. I'll do it with you when we go to the bar. I'll do it. But just know that I'm doing it because I love you, not because I love the tequila.
Love it. Katie in the chat is saying, I met my boyfriend because of Patron. I don't even want to hear that story, Katie. But enough about tequila because we have a lot of tea to spill on the show today. And we have a lot to go over. Starting off with some recaps from last night's Dancing with the Stars. T-Tribe, did you catch the show last night? Don't worry, we're going to talk all about Caitlin Bristow's performance that got some really, really great reviews. Ariana Grande is committing some Borat-related crimes. This is a good story. Stay tuned for that. Plus, Demi Lovato is opening up about her latest project, and it may have something to do with the movie E.T. I mean, not actually, but we'll talk about it in a second. Billie Eilish is restarting an internet debate from 2015. Guys, remember that dress that no one knew what the color was? Well, now we have a tennis shoe that people are still speculating what's going on. So we'll get to that. We're also talking about a TikTok mashup between Harry Styles and Britney Spears. Let me just tell you, it's pretty good. Also, some new product drops from the Car Jenner Gates during our Car Jenner tea time. And then, of course, our OMT story of the day. We're still talking about the Car Jenners because Courtney and Scott are at it again. Scott just can't let it go. He's back on Instagram sharing his thoughts and comments. So stick around for that later in the show. So this is some good tea, Monty, just for you on Tequila Tuesday, your first one.
I know. So excited. I love all this. Can't wait to get into it.
Yes. Kat is saying hello from Miami, Florida. Hello, Kat. Welcome. Amanda is joining us from Massachusetts per usual. Hello, Amanda. Great to see you, girl. Wendy's saying this is the only season of Dancing with the Stars that I watch, that she watches. Yeah, I've heard that because the cast was really good this year. And of course, we have nothing to do and lots of time to binge content. So why not tune into Dancing with the Stars, right?
Yeah.
Brittany is saying that she doesn't understand how people are fighting about the colors of the dress and the shoes. I don't get it at all. Yeah, Brittany, people have a lot of time on their hands to do things like internet debates, right?
Yeah. But like you just said, we have so much extra time right now that this is the perfect time to debate something as stupid as colors on a shoe. At least we have the extra time.
Right? Now, speaking of extra time, I finally had a chance to catch up last night on Real Housewives of Orange County. Are you a Real Housewives fan, Monty?
I am, and I also I watched the episode because the season aired last week, the premiere of the new season. Yep. Orange County is not my favorite, but yes, totally into it. I'm looking forward to this new season. There's just I just can't watch Kelly for so long. I think
Monty, if you and Kelly were on the same cast, I think you'd butt heads. Feeling both of your personalities.
No, Alex, you think?
Yeah, I don't know how well you get along. I know Kelly is a lot. Like sometimes you love her and then sometimes you're like, come on, Kelly. You never love her.
Very little. There's just some people who just rub you the wrong way for some reason. And I don't know this person. It's all through a screen, but there's something about her that really has always rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know why for her. Cause you know, there's a lot of housewives that are kind of crazy, kind of very outspoken, kind of oblivious to certain statements they make. But her, I'm just the one that she makes me just do this the most.
She has a lot of low blows. But there's a new castmate this season. I just saw one episode, but I'm excited to learn more about her. I guess her ex-husband was this huge billionaire, and so she's a new castmate, and we don't know too much about her, but she seems like she's gonna, stir up the pot a bit. So I'm excited to kind of watch her character, or I guess it's reality. So just her play out.
And I'm glad that we don't know that much about her. I don't want to create an idea or I don't want that. I want it to just come and surprise me as we go along with the season.
Right? Brittany's saying, I've only seen Atlanta and I'm on season 8 of Beverly Hills, trying to finish Beverly Hills before Salt Lake City starts. Oh, yes. I am excited for Salt Lake City. Did you have a chance to check out that trailer? It looks good.
I saw the trailer. I'm going to watch it. I just don't know how excited. I'll watch it. I just don't know when.
Well, that's what I think
the
beauty is. Yeah, that's what I think the beauty is we don't know too much about Salt Lake City, but we know some of these women are in the Mormon culture and some have left the religion. So like there's a lot of crazy things going on and I'm excited to watch it. But it's about that time. Let's get into our You Missed It stories. You know what, Monsi? Let's cheers to our You Missed It stories. Let's get into it.
Listen, and I don't have an orange, so I'm not using a chaser.
All right. Cheers. Let's do it. Woo! Woo! Feeling good. All right. So first up, of course, these are all the stories you may have missed overnight. Don't worry, we handle all the trending tea for you. And first up, we're talking about Kaitlyn Bristowe and another night of Dancing with the Stars down. We got some throwback Bieber to entertain us. The former Bachelorette Kaitlyn Bristowe danced the samba last night to Justin Bieber's Sorry. The judges gushed over the performance as Kaitlyn continues on a hot streak, topping the leaderboard last night with a few other competitors and cementing herself as a force to beat in the field. So Judge Bruno, who's my favorite, even said, quote, "I'm a believer too. I believe in you." Love a good pun. How have you been enjoying this season of Dancing with the Stars, Monsi and T-Tribe? And do you have any favorites right now?
I love Dancing with the Stars. Another reason I'm so excited to be here on Tequila Tuesday, because we haven't been able to really talk about it. I've been a fan for years, not since season 1, but I was watching when Tom Bergeron was with Samantha Harris as his co-host.
Yes.
So, years. And I know that's like, I'm going to bring up something that you've probably discussed. I really don't love Tyra, and I love Tyra Banks as a person. What's that Disney movie? Super Size Me or Life Size or
Life Size?
Loved her in America's Next Top Model, but man, there really is a disconnect for me when it comes to Dancing with the Stars and her. There's a disconnect. And I feel bad that I'm still not on board, but she's Tyra, she'll survive, whatever. I had to say that. So I'm still not a fan, but I'm still watching it religiously. I think Kaitlyn is a really good dancer. I do think they favor her, and it could be she's obviously an ABC Bachelorette. I do think they're a little nicer to her. They favor her a little bit, and she's good. But I thought some people were better than her last night who had the same scores.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I think there's a lot of talent on the show. Kaitlyn does have a dancer's background. And, I think we spoke about this on the show before, where, when someone has that kind of dancer background, it's like, do you root for them? Do you not root for them? Do they have an advantage? I love Kaitlyn. I've interviewed her before. She is exactly who you think she is in person. So I am rooting for her. The samba last night wasn't my favorite. I like that she danced to Bieber. Maybe she'll get a little retweet and support from him. But I agree with you. I think there are other people that are doing well, in addition to Kaitlyn.
Yeah, for sure. Go.
Well, I was going to say, you mentioned this before we went live. Neve Schulman is doing a great job. I saw Wesley in the chat saying, except for Sister Tiger, this Dancing with the Stars season is pretty good. So he agrees that there is a lot of great talent.
There is a lot of great talent, but I also think that everybody left is similar in talent. And so the exciting ones for me to watch are ones that didn't start off like this and are growing, like Nelly. Nelly is like getting it. Like every week he's like slightly understanding the dancing a little bit more. And I like that. So I was sad to see Vernon Davis leave last night because, I'm blanking out on his name, but the ice skater,
Johnny Weir.
Thank you. He's good, but he's been good from the beginning. So like, I want to see somebody who's growing and is getting better and is actually learning from these professional dancers. Like, that's what I prefer. And it's unfair to Johnny, but I just feel like everybody else, aside from Nelly, aside from Nev, kind of is just good. Like, they're all good and in the same level of good.
Yeah, and just how great would Nelly be holding that Mirrorball trophy? Like, just that image of Nelly winning Dancing with the Stars, like all my childhood dreams. Like, it's gonna get hot in here if Nelly wins Dancing with the Stars.
Right? And like when he's getting his critiques, and he has such a genuine smile, like he's like really enjoying this, and I don't think he thought he was gonna be enjoying it as much. You know, like there's just a softness to him that is like coming out, and that's what I like to see from the show. I'm rooting for my Backstreet Boy AJ, Backstreet Boys for life. But yeah, like they're all really, a lot of them are really good dancers. They're fun. Right. They've got a beat. They've got a rhythm. It's just now who can stand out from the good dancers and pop up a little bit more. Like I'm curious to see who's gonna take that edge, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I see some of you guys in the chat. Also, Sky Jackson is doing really well. There's a lot. All in all, shout out to ABC, because this season of Dancing with the Stars is one of the best that we've seen in a long time. And I think there's a lot of new kind of fans jumping on board. So great to see that. But speaking of, you know, fans, listen to this, because Ariana Grande, Katy Perry, Orlando Bloom, and Josh Gad were all invited to a drive-in screening of Borat 2 by Sacha Baron Cohen, of course. And they seem to have had a great time. Posting a photo to her Instagram story, Ariana thanked Sacha for inviting them all out and for making sure they all stayed safe, saying, quote, "You are the most brave and hilarious and brilliant. Thank you for the double-tested, COVID-safe drive-in screening. So beyond excited for the world to see this film. On the edge of my seat, I feel honored to have seen it early. Love you and this group." So Ariana, of course, loved the movie so much that after the photo op was over, she snuck back to retrieve the cardboard cutout that they had posed with and stole it. Look at this right here. Of course, she posted this on Instagram. She ended up propping this cutout up in her stairwell, although her dog didn't seem to appreciate it as much. Borat 2 comes out October 23rd. Glad to see these celebrities, you know, hanging out, but taking the right precautions to gather together. Have you heard anything about Borat 2, and are you interested in seeing it at all?
I'm for sure gonna watch it. Will I be there in 2 days at the drive-in? Probably not. But Borat, I thought was super funny, and I didn't know that these group of people were friends. Like, I love this random group of people, kind of, no? Like, and you pointed out something, Alex, before the show, that like Ariana likes this like kind of fun, kind of silly, kind of stupid, funny jokester type of movie. So it makes perfect sense that you pointed that out. But yeah, like I wasn't expecting this group of people to be watching this movie, but I'm excited to see Borat. I thought the first one was hilarious. Also, some parts that were just like, I can't believe this isn't a movie, but it was funny. I'm looking forward to see if they're going to push the boundaries even more than they did in that first one, or if it's going to be a little bit more contained this second time around. I'm so looking forward to it, though. I know it's going to be a silly, super funny movie, and I'm all about it.
Yeah, you know, I don't think Sacha Baron Cohen and Contained go together ever. Like, this man is known to push the boundaries. Borat 2 is going to be even crazier and wilder and funnier. So, but like you said, I'm not rushing to the theaters to watch Borat, but I know a lot of people are. And of course, we need to see that iconic, you know, lime green, whatever it is that he wears. Yeah, I don't know what he
shot. I don't. Yeah.
Oh my God, it is so bad, but so good at the same time. So, like you said, this was a very eclectic group to watch it together, you know. But I also think, in general, that these celebrities only brought more eyeballs on the movie because we're talking about it, you know. Right. So I'm excited to, you know, when I have some time, if I'm bored, want a good laugh, I'll tune in. But it's funny that she took the cardboard cutout, because who doesn't want Borat in your house.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to cut out. I have a friend who used to have a cutout of Orlando Bloom. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to hate me, but Lord of the Rings, I've never seen it. And he's like blonde.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay, never seen Lord of the Rings. Please don't hate me. It's
Neither
just too much. But I think Orlando Bloom, right? So he's got the blonde hair. She used to have this cutout of Orlando Bloom and a cutout of The Rock. And every time I'd come into her place, like when it was kind of dark, I'd come in and I would just like literally say every F-bomb because I thought there was an intruder. And it was just these freaking cutouts. So I can't imagine having a cutout of Borat and not getting scared in the middle of the night. There's no way.
We talked about this on the show when I think it was Kylie who had a Kris Jenner wax figure in her house. That is her mother, so it's not like as terrifying. But yeah, when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're rubbing your eyes and you see a man in the corner, you forget that Borat lives with you. It could be a little scary.
Yeah. And like he's kind of tall, so like I'm kind of short. No. I would be, I'm like Ariana Grande's height. I think we're like 5 feet. We're about the same size. I would be terrified in the middle of the night if I like got up to go to the restroom and here's this Borat just like staring at me in a Speedo. No,
I know. Crazy.
You.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's move on to this Britney Spears news because Britney, I guess, still has the moves. So she posted a new dance video to her Instagram yesterday showing her dancing to Madonna's Justify My Love in a red halter, top, and heels. Britney modeled her entire bikini collection earlier in the day on Instagram, and it seemed to inspire her to post some throwback dance moves. This isn't the first time, of course, we have seen Britney fangirl for Madonna. The pop stars famously shared a kiss, the iconic kiss, at the MTV VMAs in 2003, one of the biggest moments in award shows history, of course. Do you think Britney did Madonna justice with her moves? What do we take from this video, Monsi, T-Tribe?
Girl, like, we're just all gonna ignore this. I can't. I saw this yesterday and I literally, like, my heart breaks watching these videos. And I know there's literally nothing that you and that many of us can do, but I can't even, I'm not even thinking of whether she paid tribute to Madonna. I'm here looking at somebody who used to be my idol, like we were talking about, like, oops, baby, oops, hit me, baby, one more time. All of those, like, whatever. They're part of our childhood and like growing up, and watching her is killing me. Like, I don't understand how we're just pretending this isn't happening. She's literally deteriorating before our eyes. There is nobody in that skin. And people are just like, oh, did she pay tribute to Madonna? Like, people are writing articles about this in a very positive light. And I'm over here like, y'all, do you not see that she is like suffering right in front of us and we can't do anything?
I completely agree. Watching this was very sad for me. It's hard to watch Britney like this. I know, she's been all over her own social media posting similar videos like this where she's dancing or posing or some of the same images like twice or 3 times in a row. We don't know what's going on. Of course, there is the Free Britney movement that we can't forget is happening. Obviously, something is going on inside that home that we don't know about, and we want her to get the help and she sought out legal advice, and I think, we're eventually going to get to a better place. But at this point, like you said, it's hard to watch this and see a tribute to Madonna because, like you said, as a child, Britney was my icon. I used to sit and just kind of study her choreography and like I just wanted to be her. I've said this on the show before. I did like her dance routine at my 13-year-old birthday. So that Britney that I wanted to be and looked up to and loved is not in this video. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to watch this as a fan and, like you said, just completely disregard what's going on. She's struggling. Like, in her eyes.
And, I think of like the other side of like, how scary is it that this is happening? And that it's just going. Like, you would think that we're in this position in our world, 2020, everything is so advanced. We have the technology, we have all this, and we're watching this unfold, and there's nothing we can do about it. That's what I can't get past. Like, how in this day and age are we all sitting idly by and letting her father, her family, her boyfriend, who I don't really think is her boyfriend, side conversation, like, there is something terrible happening around her, and we're just like, okay, let's still talk about Britney when Britney's not even there.
Yeah. I want to shout out Cecilia in the chat saying, I guess we don't really know for sure, right? We're not in her inner circle. I mean, that is a point. You know, there are all different views to what's going on with Britney. Some people say she's fine. You know, Britney herself has come out and said that she's happy. You know, her sister has come. There are a lot of people that have come out in defense that Britney's okay, but it's just hard to see that and not think something's going on. But I still love her and support her and want the best for her, want her to get back to the Britney that we all love and support. But until then, yeah, like you said, you could
I'm like so frustrated. I'm so frustrated because I hate that this is like a negative conversation because I can't see the positive in this. I can't. I don't believe what they're showing us, and I hate it. I feel very helpless, and it's just so frustrating because I feel you. It's like all I want is to see a different Britney, like the swaying back and forth we see in every video. Like, there's something off, you guys, and we're all just like, we can't do anything about it. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to this Demi Lovato news because Demi Lovato knows that the truth is out there. So listen to this story. Demi took to Instagram over the weekend to key her fans in on some important work she has been doing lately out in Joshua Tree. So on the ground with Dr. Stephen Greer and his CE5 team, Demi has been on the hunt for extraterrestrial life through science and meta-spiritual means. So in her post, Demi writes, quote, over the past couple months, I have dug deep into the science of consciousness and experienced not only peace and serenity like I've never known, but I've also witnessed the most incredibly profound sightings both in the sky as well as feet away from me. So the post comes with a video that supposedly shows a UFO in the night sky above the desert. Demi goes on to say in the post that you too can learn to communicate with beings from out of this world through meditation and the CE5 app. So, Monty, T-Tribe, are aliens real?
I mean, y'all, it would be silly for us. Yeah, it's a loaded question, but if we keep it super basic, it would be very silly for us to assume that in this giant universe, which we barely understand the depth of where we are, it would be silly for us to think that there's no other beings out there. Now, those beings, I don't know what they are. They could be other forms of humans. It could be an alien for sure. I don't know what they look like. But yeah, I believe that there is life outside of Earth 100%. Space is scary. Like, movies like Interstellar, they make my brain hurt because I'm literally like, what do you mean we are millions of miles and light years away from this one planet, this one black hole, and there's tons of black holes? Like, we're being sucked into one. I know I'm getting into a rant about space, but space makes my head hurt 100%, you know?
I mean, Demi, not to make a joke out of this, but obviously she has dealt with men from out of this world over the past few months. So let's just say that I don't think this is the first time she's dealt with an extraterrestrial. And I agree with you, Monsi. You know, it would be, naive of us to not think there's other life out there. What that other life is, we don't know. But to completely dismiss it is just not right. In 2020, I think we're going to find someone else. But Demi, it's just interesting timing to be promoting this. You know what I mean? Like, of course, she's had, 2 singles come out. One, of course, that had to do with the breakup, then her very political single. And now we're in Joshua Tree promoting, meditation, which is very, very important. And a lot of people, swear by it. And also, life outside of this world. So do you believe in aliens, T-Tribe? Have you seen an alien or a UFO? What do you think?
I wish. No, actually, I take it back. Aliens, I don't want to see you. Never mind. I take it back. I sometimes wonder what they look like, but you know what? It's okay, guys. You don't have to show me. I'm okay.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, never mind.
McCall says there is no way we'd be only living things out there. Wesley says she was asking the aliens to take Max away with them. Wesley, you're getting messy. Kiara says, oh, well, I thought there was confirmation of life on another planet. That's true. I'm not a science expert, but I do know that there was recently confirmation of life on another planet. So it's true.
Yeah, like they've said, there's certain planets that are viable to live in, or like that at one point they were. So obviously, we just don't have a legit, hey, this is what it is. And I think that's where people get a little skeptical and maybe just get a little nervous. But there's definitely something out there, and I'm all for it. Just don't show up in the middle of the night. Just don't do it.
Also, throughout this whole, post, there is this promotion for this CE5 app. So now I'm interested, I guess I'm highly influenced. I'm interested to download this CE5 app and see what it's all about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I wonder, you probably have to be in a sort of deserty area for this to work. I feel like you and I in the city, like you in Santa Monica and us in LA, I don't think we can get what she gets when she was at Joshua Tree.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, things that we also don't know about, and the internet is very, very, debating about this crazy thing that's going on. So, Monty, do you remember in 2015 when the entire internet was asking whether or not this dress was white and gold? Billie Eilish still has questions, but these are different questions. So, posting a rant to her Instagram story over the weekend, Billie decided to drop another bomb on us with this pair of sneakers that she's had for a while now. The sneakers in question seem to have the same optical illusion that the dress had. The shoes are white and mint colored, but the shoes look white and pink. So fans were not happy about this resurfacing of color witchery, with some fans tweeting, quote, "Every time I look at Billie Eilish's story, those shoes are a different color. How the F are they mint and white and not pink and white? I'm going crazy. Help." Another user said, quote, "Billie Eilish yelling at her followers for saying her shoes were pink and white is the only celebrity drama I want to see in my life ever again." So thank you, Billie. We hate it and can't figure this out as well. T-Tribe, are the shoes white and pink or mint and white? Let us know. All right. Noam is saying mint and white. Let's see what else. What do you think, Monty?
Well, I think the lighting really does influence the way you see the shoe. Because the very first photo I saw, I was like, oh, they're pink and white. But then a different photo with a different flash or maybe just a different angle, I was like, oh, it is mint, but it is a very light mint. I can see why this started in the first place, for sure.
Yeah. Alexis is saying pink and white. McCole, white and pink. Betty Ann is saying, I'm basic. I see pink and white. Karina, white and pink. Karen, white and pink. Wesley says, I see a dirty shoe. Hey, Wesley, I guess we can all agree on that. That is a dirty shoe. Bailey says mint and white. Wendy says, I only see white and pink every time. Carlette says, I refuse to answer. Carlette is over this debate. She refuses to answer. Starbright says pink and white. Jasmine says white and pink. Danny says mint for sure. Well, I guess the debate will continue, but isn't that interesting? Of course, with social media now, different lighting, different filters, things can look differently because in the actual article that we saw a bunch of these tweets in, there was one that had 4 photos next to each other, like in a grid. And the last photo I saw mint and white. I always see pink and white, but the last one I saw a little mint. So I was able to see it once. So I understand why this debate is going on, but it is crazy how different people see different things when they look at a similar photo.
Right. And it's funny because Billy said they're mint, and I feel like these, maybe they're kind of like Wesley said, they're dirty. So they're slightly old. Maybe the mint color has faded, so that's why it looks so light, but she knows it's mint. And so here she's telling everybody, but we're like, no, sis, they're pink and white. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, the best part about it is that I guess someone went on to the Nike website and listed as the color was mint and white. So they are mint and white, as Billy said, but people just refuse to believe it. That's what I love about it, that the actual product color says mint and white.
Right.
But, we always know better. But let's move on to our new music spotlight, because we got to talk about this TikTok mashup. We love a good mashup. But listen to this. A TikTok user has combined Britney Spears' Baby One More Time and Harry Styles' Adore You, and it's amazing. So take a listen at this clip right now. I mean, that's good, right?
Yeah. Why does it go so well? Really?
It just works. And this mashup has been making its way around TikTok for a couple weeks now, but it's honestly the kind of upbeat vibes we need right now in this world. Monty, are you a fan of mashups? Or are there any particular mashups that you love? T-Tribe, you as well?
I do like mashups. I'm all for it. And sometimes there's mashups that they had in Glee. I loved Glee, where you were like, there's no way this mashup is going to work. And then they would do it. And you're like, oh my goodness, like that was so good. So I'm all for it. And the crazier the mashup, the better. I feel like sometimes there's like a talent when it comes to these mashups that I don't have. Like the way people hear certain things of how it can blend, I don't have that at all. So I'm super impressed when a mashup is executed so well, this being one of them, for sure. Do you like mashups?
Agree. I love mashups. I also love collabs. So anytime, 2 different artists or music come together, I love that you brought up Glee, because those are some of the most iconic mashups in, pop culture. But like you said, it takes a true talent. Like a producer that can hear a mashup is a special music producer, because there is an extra gene that you have to kind of hear that those 2 can work together. I feel like Charlie Puth is really good at that. I know he's done mashups before. And I saw, I think it was Alexis in the chat saying that the TikTok mashups are great. A lot of people do these mashups on TikTok. So I love to hear it. And I love to see more of them.
Or it's like another talent that I don't have, like in Pitch Perfect, in the first one, I want to say it's the first one, where they go back and forth, like you pick up on the last sentence of the song and then you keep going. That's like another talent where I'm like, how did you think of that so quickly? I can't. But it's that same thing, like you have a specific ear or like, specific eye for it, and I don't have it. But impressed, yes.
Impressed, very much so. And another thing we are impressed with is BB Rexa and Doja Cat performed their new single, Baby I'm Jealous, on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon last night. Now, the performance was giving us glow-in-the-dark bowling realness. Remember that? Keeping the neon Poison Ivy vibes that they gave us in the original promo for the song. What did you think of this performance, Monsi and T-Tribe? Did you enjoy it? And do you like the song?
I really like the song. Like, I've heard it multiple times. It's part of my current lists of songs that I use when I work out or just like when I'm having a long drive. I really like the song. It's like right up my alley. I like the performance, very similar to what you just said, how the video and how they promoted it. So I wish it would have been just a little different, but I get why they kept it because they're still promoting it. It's still a fresh song. So I get it. We just saw Justin Bieber do it on SNL with Chance the Rapper, where they sang Holy in a very similar environment that they had the music video done in. And so I get it. I just wish it would have been different. If for my liking, I wish it would have been different.
Yeah. You know what was interesting? When I saw BB Rexa, I thought it was like Dolly Parton vibes, with the kind of, teased hair and the fringe. I really saw Dolly Parton and, which was, I know it wasn't the vibe she was necessarily going for, but that's what I got from that. I love seeing the neon. The colorful set was really pleasing on my eyes. We haven't seen that in a minute. So I like what they did with it. The song is good. I love that these two women came together, and Doja Cat is just the girl these days. Like she is really, she's making a name for herself. Of course, at the Billboard Awards, she channeled Roxy in Chicago.
Right.
Amazing. She stole the show for me. And I'm excited to kind of see how her career plays out because she is someone you should not sleep on. Wendy's saying Doja Cat is everywhere. She truly is, right?
Yeah, and I didn't know much about Doja Cat. Like the last, I feel, few weeks, she really has made a name for herself, and I've learned more about her. Like, aside from the Moose song she had, I literally was like, what is this girl doing? But she's talented. She has different sides to her that I appreciate. Her Billboard performance, like you said, was really good. She's definitely coming out and saying, hey, I'm here. Don't forget about me.
Right.
I'm right here.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I'm excited to see kind of where her career goes because she's killing it. But it is about that time, Monty, to head into the Kar Jenner gate. So beep, beep, let us in. We are here to see Kendall and Kylie dropping new clothes on Amazon. Listen to this. So Kendall and Kylie have released their new Amazon drop collection called Kendall and Kylie, The Drop. Wow. The collection is available on Amazon, of course, through October 25th and includes so much. Turtleneck tie-dye bodysuit with cutout, crop tie-dye cardigan, cargo pants, puff sleeve v-neck top, French terry jogger, vegan leather joggers, scribble print ruffle wrap top. You can see all of them online. The items also come with a complimentary face mask because obviously the Kar Jenners know how to market a product. Are you interested in picking any of this drop up, Monsi, T-Tribe?
No, I don't intend to give them more of my money. No. I'm sure the outfits are cute or great, but I really like, I'm not going to give them money. They have a lot of it. And good for them. They obviously know what they're doing and they're successful because we've allowed them to be. We as fans have allowed them to be who they have become today, for sure. I just won't be giving them my money. I'm just going to be giving them my money with TV ratings, and that's it.
Yeah, so those that are familiar with Amazon, so Amazon does these drops every so often, and right now this is the latest one. It's only for 6 days, and they definitely will sell out before the 6 days are up, knowing the Kar Jenners. Why do you think they did this? You know what I mean? Like, why do you think they did this kind of promotion? They don't, people already buy Kendall and Kylie collection, I assume. So why do you think they kind of did this promotion?
Maybe they're trying to, I know this might sound bad, but maybe they're trying to get rid of product that didn't sell successfully so that they can bring in a new batch of products.
Good point.
Yeah, like you could tell that they don't have endless amounts of items, that it's like very specific. It's not like you go to Forever 21 page and there's 30 pages of items. You could tell that they've limited their items. So maybe they're just trying to get rid of some to bring in a new round. But even for under $90, like, no, You would have to pay me to buy your stuff. You know what I mean? Like, no.
Right. Yeah. McCall is saying, yeah, I'll take Tarjay. Love saying that. Celine says, I wonder if they've made up yet and the launch wasn't awkward. Yeah, I think they've made up, Celine. Kylie, right after that episode aired, posted a throwback of Halloween. We talked about it on the show. They're sisters. They're going to make up. Maria says, there's a lot of other brands that can get my cash. Might pick up some Skims sweatpants sets, though. They look comfy. Yeah. Those velour ones that we talked about. Whew, those juicy vibes. Monty and I are both getting a pair of them. And if someone wants to gift them to us for free, we'd also take that, right?
Sure. We'll post some photos. We'll promote it. Yeah. If I'm gonna buy anything, it would be the velour Skims outfit. Faux show.
Karina says Kendall and Kylie the drop has the same flavor as Blackpink the album. Give us good names. I know it's a little on the nose, but they do a lot of these drops, so they're not the only ones to kind of have this name. But T-Tribe, are you going to buy them? What do you think?
And it's all right.
Kicking
like
back.
obviously people are buying them. I'm just saying I'm not. That's all.
Yeah. Kicking back with Kel says they have a public fight and then bring out a line. Guys, the line was, scheduled already probably a year out before this episode even premiered. Tasha says, yes, the pants do look comfortable. I think she's talking about those velour sweatsuits that we love. Looking pretty good. All right. Deborah says they're a little pricey. Yeah, I know. So without this drop, Monsi did some investigative work and she saw that there's a reason that this drop is below $90. Normally some of these, some of their collection is a lot more than that. So I guess get it while you can during this promotion. There's 6 days. So check it out.
Yeah, sure. Check it out. There was a dress that I saw, and I was like, I could buy this at Forever 21 for $18.50. Like, it's the same thing I could get. So, unless you're telling me this is gonna last me a lifetime, I can't. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Oh yeah. So speaking of Forever 21, I went into one yesterday and they're doing this great, I think they're trying to bring in their fall winter collections. Everything was like $5, $9. They're having a great sale. So this is not an ad, but head to your local Forever because you can get some good stuff right now. All right. But speaking of promotions, if you're not going to get Kendall and Kylie collection, The Drop, maybe you're going to get Kylie's Wild Thing collection because announcing yesterday, Kylie Cosmetics collection is coming soon. Kylie unveiled the new line, and it's called Wild Thing. So the animal print packaging includes highlighter, eyeshadows, and of course lip kits, all in a bronzed fall color palette. The Wild Thing collection launches on October 26th. Are you excited for the new Kylie Cosmetics? And do you think people will still be picking these up despite other brands like Selena's Rare Beauty and other, not to pair them against each other, but there's a lot of celebrity kind of brands coming out, Fenty Beauty. Do you think Kylie Cosmetics still has that same pull?
Yes, I do. I know that because you and we like Fenty and you used Rare Beauty. I haven't used that, but like, I think there is kind of like a cult surrounding Kylie Cosmetics that these people probably have bought everything she's ever distributed and they're still gonna do it. I find it super funny that she is on the packaging. Like literally, she's on the packaging of your blush and of your eyeshadows. That, I mean, that's kind of funny. Never would I have thought that I'm gonna open up my makeup palette and there's gonna be Kylie Jenner on it. That's so funny to me. I'm not going to buy it for sure. Does it look cool with the leopard print and all that? Yeah, it looks cool. She's obviously doing it because it's going to sell. Like people are going to buy it.
Yeah, it's so genius because, of course, there's the iconic Kylie cameo in her leopard bodysuit, walking down in the WAP music video that people love to hate. And Momager, Kris Jenner, was like, "You're going to do this. And then we're going to have this Wild Thing collection." Listen, this is just wild, for lack of better words, pun intended. How crazy this brand and just the kind of power this brand has. Like you said, I don't think it's going away anytime soon. The Kardashian brand will keep promoting products, keep releasing things, and the fans will continue to buy them with or without a show. Like we said the other day, just to post a social media post, it's $4 million. Like, they definitely have influence on the fans.
Right. And you said you used Kylie's lip product and you didn't like it. What didn't you like about it?
So I used the matte lipstick one time, and I didn't love it. It was a little crusty. However, there was a whole scandal where people were selling kind of fake Kylie cosmetic products. I don't know if you remember that. So I could have gotten a fake one. So I'm not throwing any shade. I have used the concealer, which was great. And I have used the highlighter, which was also good. So I do think, there is something positive and successful about her brand because it keeps coming. But T-Tribe, are you going to buy any of this new collection, Wild Thing? Let us know in the chat. And while you're doing that, let's get on to this Kim Kardashian news because she seems to be closing the book on the entire Paris robbery affair. So Kim settled a $6.1 million lawsuit yesterday with her former bodyguard over his failings in relation to protecting her during the Paris robbery back in 2016. Initially, after the incident, Kim had fired Pascal Duvier and then proceeded to file a negligence lawsuit against him and his company. Now the two parties have come to an agreement to settle the matter out of court. So Pascal has been sort of tricky on the matter of why he failed to protect Kim from the traumatizing experience. Speaking to Fairfax Media in 2017, the bodyguard said this. Listen to this. He said, quote, "I don't like to waste my time on thoughts about what if or what could have been if. Many good and many bad things happen. Life is a chain reaction of decisions and actions you take. You can't choose only to change certain things. Every change affects everything." So we'll get to that in a second. So this rubbed many fans the wrong way, even having some questions whether he was involved in the robbery to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, that quote itself was fishy. If I was the bodyguard in this situation and my one job was to protect a celebrity that I was hired to do, I would be profusely apologizing that this happened on my watch. Not saying what if, what could have been, many good and bad things happen. Like, this response and this comment just kind of rubbed me the wrong way personally. I want to get your thoughts on that. But Kim has been open about the robbery as of late, and it is known that she'll speak about it in her interview with David Letterman when his next episode of My Next Guest drops on Netflix tomorrow. So, Monsi, T-Tribe, do you think Kim is ready to move on from this and end the robbery chapter of her life once and for all?
I don't know, man. This whole story is very weird. From the minute it broke a couple of years ago, I thought there was something off about the story. And I can't even tell you specifically, but to me, there's a couple of holes and a couple of things that are like, okay. And I got to point out what Brandy said in the chat, because that's what I thought too. Brandy D said she told him to go to the club with her sisters. And that's what I thought. I thought the bodyguard went to the club with her sisters. So he was working, he was doing something else. And then this happened to Kim. So I thought that. I don't know if there's a way to verify that. I know some people are saying, yeah, that's what I thought too. But I was always under that impression. And when I heard that, I just kind of was like, there's something about this weird story that doesn't make sense. That response that you just read of what he said, also a weird response. But maybe it was like, bro, like, I wasn't even there. I was working. I was at the club,
right,
protecting your
sisters. That's a good point.
Yeah, like,
I thought that was part of the story. Nicole also said supposedly the people who robbed her followed her for 2 years to plan this and paid most of the hotel staff. So yeah, this was obviously an inside deal. You know, unless we were involved, we don't necessarily know the truth. However, they settled, and they settled for $6.1 million. So that's more than one Insta post.
Right.
Let's just say.
So Kim is making more money.
So Kim can send us the Skims velour suits. Please.
Exactly.
But all in all, again, happy that she was safe. You know, it could have been a lot worse. And it's good that, you know, they handled this outside of court, because as we know, court takes a long time. You know, legal drama and all of that can take years and years. And I think the woman has enough going on in her life at this moment. All right. Yeah, well, let's get into our OMT story of the day. We're talking about Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick, of course. So Kourtney and Scott really won't ever stop, will they? Because posting this pic to Instagram, Kourtney was feeling herself with the caption, "I don't cook, I don't clean." Very relatable. This, of course, was a wide open door for teasing from fans and family alike. One person who, of course, would never let this go without a reaction was Scott Disick, who said, quote, "That's for sure." Now, some friendly teasing is always good, but I'm sure this will get all of the fans, you know, speculating, are they together? Aren't they together? Monsi, do you think Scott's just being Scott, or do you think there is more to this comment?
Can it be both? I think it can be a little bit of both. Scott being Scott with something underlying there. You know, people are always saying that he's still in love with Kourtney and this and that. And I don't know if that's true, but him commenting that is kind of like, maybe you are still really into Kourtney, because to put something, I thought it was funny, but to put that, there is like, hey, like, I know you, we have a thing, so I can write this, you know, like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
but I thought it was
just very, it's very on brand for Scott to comment something like this. However, she is the mother of his children. So saying, you know, something like this isn't necessarily a positive thing to say about the mother of your children. Even if it's true, and, you know, just because she's a woman doesn't mean that she needs to cook and clean. I'm just saying, you know, Scott, like, do you gotta say that? Do you have to? Why don't you just say something nice? Like, let's talk about her suit, because I loved her suit in the photo. Did you have, I mean, the suit was iconic. I would rock that. So she looked amazing in the photo. So who cares what the caption says? And of course, she's referencing WAP. So it's a lyric from that. So listen, it's funny because the rest of the lyric is, "I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring." And they never got married. So him commenting that, I mean, there's so many layers to this. I don't even know.
Right. But I gotta point out what Hipster Therapy said, who said, "Who's Scott to talk?" And it's like, yeah, that's what I would. Scott, do you clean and cook? What do you do? Go ahead. Tell me about your model friends. Go ahead.
That's what I would have That's what I would have wrote back. Like, listen, I don't cook, I don't clean, but you're still commenting on my Instagram. So who's winning?
Who's winning? Right.
Exactly. Well, on that note, we still don't know what's going on with these two, and we'll continue to speculate. But that is all the tea we have to spill today. Monsi, thank you again for joining me and having some tequila and talking some celebrity tea. Of course, if you want another dose of Monsi, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me across social media at Monsi Bolanos. Feel free to go look at my dog, because he's the cutest thing in my life.
Very, very, very true. Your dog is adorable. Yeah. And of course, if you want more of me, you can find me on all my social media platforms at Alex Schiffman. just like my name. And if you're new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments. If you're an after sipper, we love to hear what you think about all this tea. And Monsi, I think it's that time to wash our hands of all this celebrity tea. Stay safe, everyone. We will be back tomorrow, same time, 8:30 Pacific Standard Time for What Wesley Say Wednesdays. So we'll see you then. Bye, guys.